dates and who cares and whatever.
But this was the weekend to celebrate. All the memes for May were this weekend.
Yeah, I know. What about the Derby Day? Did you do a little derbying on?
Tried to watch a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Caught most of it on Twitter.
Okay. Photo finish, man. That was tight. I mean, like by a nostril. So that was fun. A horse nostril.
Nostril.
A horse nostril.
That's a good descriptor.
It's a little bigger than. Well,
I like that.
Actually, my nose is actually probably that big. I can smell Wednesday.
Did you guys know the local tilt on that? I don't know if we mentioned it this morning, but the winning jockeys from Lafayette.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Right?
Apparently Lafayette's produced several winning jockeys.
There's a lot of talent in our part of the world, especially in Louisiana. Yeah, a lot of horse racers come out of there.
Evangeline Downs from there to the Triple Crown and beyond.
Come on.
So
it's a straight shot.
We've got something to root for now locally.
Shot.
Love that.
We've got a dog in the race, or a horse in the race. I don't know.
There we go.
Ponies, dogs, whatever.
Yeah, we're getting to it.
We get some color over here.
Yeah, get a little color. All right, enough horsing around on that. Outside right now on our downtown Skycam, Our Lady of the Lake Sky 9, looking live, looking good. We actually have good visibility, but there are a couple of areas within our viewing area that actually have a little bit of fog. Made it up to 88 yesterday, and oh, by the way, we're going to be a lot hotter than that in the coming days. I don't think you're going to like that part of the forecast. A little bit of fog. Lafayette back on over to New Roads. We're doing fine. We're actually just sitting pretty over here, but surrounding areas like Macomb, they've got reports of dense fog. No advisory, nothing expected like that, and nothing on our live local radar, which, by the way, that could change slightly in the afternoon. We could get a couple of late day thunderstorms from convective heating. Nothing doing right now in Texas. They need to stay very, very quiet over there. The weather there has just been absolutely dreadful. Okay, very high dew points, lots of humidity the next couple of days. I think this can play a significant role because, by the way, that high dew point there, that's going to coincide with the temperatures possibly getting into the mid 90s. That wouldn't be good. That would make it feel like the upper 90s. Still feels a little early for that. But the good news, Friday front, that's going to drop things back down. Temperatures should go back to normal by the Mother's Day weekend, so that's some good stuff there. As for the possibility of any wet weather today, we'll pop that 20% in. Actually, freeze it up here. That's a pretty lively thunderstorm that they're painting right on top of Baton Rouge, but not expecting anything severe, anything crazy like that. Once we get to 7 p.m. and it gets dark outside after that, we'll go ahead and let go of that chance of any rain. European model is going to show the timing of that Friday front. Now, maybe it's a rainmaker, maybe not, but the big thing is it's going to drop the temperatures from the mid 90s on Thursday. Once this cruises on by, that'll put us back down to the 80s beginning on Friday. And again, a couple showers and thunderstorms could be seen with that. Speaking of severe weather, I don't think we have to worry about anything like that anytime soon here, but look over to the north and west, Oklahoma, up to Wichita, down to northern Texas. Could be a rough afternoon. That's later on today. They could see that. Meantime, whatever rain that we get in the Baton Rouge area is going to be limited. We'll see about 1/4 of an inch. That's over the next 7 days all put together, so really not that much. Hottest day of the week still looks like it's going to be on Thursday at 94 degrees, but then we'll really drop for the Mother's Day weekend. We're talking about highs in the lower 80s, and again, for this time of year, on a day where it's not raining, that's about the best that you're going to do. Breakdown of your school day forecast: 0% chance in the morning, 20% in the afternoon, high temperature in the upper 80s, and then it looks like we're going to see that best chance, I would say, between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. Tonight, we'll let it go after about 8 p.m. and then zero out the chance of rain the remainder of the night with the overnight low down to 72. Finally, your forecast, and I wish I had better news than that 94 degrees, but at least we get some reprieve. The back end of that 10 days looking a lot better. I did pop in a 30% chance for Mother's Day Sunday. The models are kind of arguing about whether or not that's going to happen, so just stay tuned for that. Don't cancel any plans yet. We should be good to go. 7:07 out your door. How are the roads going, Johnny A?
Starting to accumulate some drive times and slower moving traffic in from Port Allen. We're a little bit slow right here on LA1 at the bridge, and bridge traffic coming into Baton Rouge backs up until you get right past the 10110. I-12 starts to back up right around Pete's Highway. Not horrible. Very slow right at the on-ramp at Range, and then slow again between O'Neill and Millerville. There's that on-ramp traffic right past Range to the 4H Club Road area. I-12 westbound out of Denham, and then that's traffic getting up onto the Amite River Bridge on the right side of the street there. And then from the College Drive area, the downtown, light to moderate traffic. Very slow coming in from Port Allen from LA1 to about Washington, and the drive times are starting to come in. 17 from Gonzales, 21 minutes from Jubin to the 1012, and another 3 to 4 minutes beyond that. 8 minutes after 7, we do this every morning, 7 o'clock on WAFB Plus and on the app, and we'll definitely be right back with some morning headlines that you might have missed with Matt and Liz on 9 News this morning as 9 News Now continues. Stay with us.
7:09 your time right now. Welcome back to it, everybody. Getting you going on let's call it a Monday morning here in South Louisiana. We've got to watch out for, we were just talking with Jared about world of weather, right?
Yeah.
We got maybe a little bit of shower coming our way, had a little bit over the weekend. Nothing compared to what's going on our friends out west. You've seen some of the video coming out of Texas?
We're about to show you here. If you haven't seen it, this is what a lot of first responders, even volunteer rescue groups, waking up to there on a Sunday. Matt, more than 20 million people were under those severe weather advisories all across Texas, Oklahoma, up to the Dakotas, a large swath of the nation facing some of this. What's unfortunate here, Matt, as of this morning, we're following a 5-year-old boy who was found dead there in Texas, all because they said he was in a car trapped in some of that floodwaters. So this is a lot of the scenes here, a lot of people tracking throughout Texas. And Matt, it's not over yet.
No, it's not. They've got some more to do. They're catching a bit of a break, but all this has got to receive. Liz, I was actually on the interstate. This is Saturday morning, early Saturday morning, and I got kind of behind a caravan of 8, 9, 10 different vehicles out of Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, and they were all fire department crew and Swiftwater urban stream rescue crews, just stacked boats ready to go, and trucks full of guys, all headed west, and I'm assuming headed for this. It is it's an absolute mess out there, and it wasn't that long ago that Harvey just did the same thing to him, and so yeah, it's a lot.
This is where you see humanity rise.
Absolutely.
We're going to continue to follow all of that for you, track the very latest, including weather in our part of the world. Got to get you some headlines from our part of the world, including a big search for superintendent of EBR Schools. Matt, they really want the community to weigh in tonight.
Well, it's got to be. We were talking with them last week, right? It cannot be just a superintendent perspective, like, here's my goals for the parish. It's got to come from the parish and the stakeholders, if you will, the parents, the teachers, the students. So they want some input. They're going to have 3 meetings today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. We'll remind you about the ones tomorrow and Wednesday as well. Tonight, 5:30 to 6:30, it's at Terra High School. Get out there and be a part of it. Let them know what you have in mind.
Please, multiple opportunities to weigh in. Weighing in on a crisis weeks long here in the town of Killian. We're still following this out of Livingston Parish. Well, we're expecting some updates today. Inspection results as an engineering company kind of pours over those inspection results. Livingston Parish government says that they're conducting those extensive testing of the water wells here. They're trying to wait on that findings report that they are expecting today, Matt, after weeks long awaiting for the people of Killian. If you are living there, well, you know that water is still coming from that potable source there, but it's costing the city a pretty penny, $30,000 to keep operating like that.
This just seems to have just dragged, waiting for the results, and then having to take one, take two kind of a thing to get the camera down there to take a look at everything, and then the results taking some time to come in. It's been a long time, and so those the folks there in Killian hopeful that they get some of those results a little bit later on today. We'll keep you in the know. Keeping in the know here, we've got Press Club stepping up with actually the head of PAR, Public Affairs Research Council. He's set to talk about a couple of things, including a lot of what's going on right now at the state legislature, possibly a constitutional convention.
One of the many things. Also expected to talk about the effort to give Governor Landry control of the state ethics board. So a lot of conversations that people want to weigh in on. The doors will open at 11:30 today if you're interested in attending, and they're going to serve up lunch right there, 12:15.
A good opportunity to honor our first responders, actually some of them, coming up tomorrow. This is through the Baton Rouge Fraternal Order of Police, a candlelight vigil in honor of those who lost their lives.
How about it? You have the opportunity to come and pay your respects here. It's happening tomorrow night at 6 p.m. at Jefferson Baptist Church. We wanted to give you an early heads up because it is during the work week, but we know everyone gets so busy. But this is an opportunity to come show out for those families, for also the officers who are dealing with, the loss of a fellow officer. So
just incredible, the things they do. You talk about first responders and the loss of a life. How about first responders and the beginning of a life?
Got to bring you the sweet story from over the weekend.
Story.
You are looking at a beautiful blessing here, birthed on the side of a road with the help of a BRPD officer. So sweet mom said she wasn't feeling any pain, right? So she was going about her day.
I think maybe labor.
When all of a sudden, labor hits, and then comes Corporal Jason Lee. He was out patrolling the city streets of Baton Rouge when he ended up delivering this sweet little blessing named Noah.
Hello, Noah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got a guardian angel out patrolling the streets of Baton Rouge. Now everybody's doing just fine. Mom and officer, everybody involved, like, we are connected now for how can you not be? But just like, didn't quite make it to the hospital.
No.
It's happening. And good humans right there who knew what to do. Military background. He just kind of went training and
Angel on the street
Right
there.
place, right time.
That's
I was-
it.
yeah.
We love these stories because it's always the good that you want to smile about.
Absolutely. I'm sure he stayed calm. He knew what he was doing.
right,
I mean,
yeah.
I'd
It takes a
freak out
special,
in
me
that
too.
situation.
Yeah.
Just stay
God.
calm.
Get back in there and hold on a second. I'll have you in
no.
the hospital in a minute.
Maybe who you don't want help and deliver a baby. Corporal Jason Lee,
said,
please.
"Get back in there."
Yeah, yeah.
If you're looking for the perfect companion for family fun and adventure, or wanting to find adventure beyond the ordinary, experience all that the Toyota Tundra has to offer. Save on your new Tundra right now at Team Toyota, I-12 and O'Neill.